Hey everyone, ServerSideIssues here with SSI, and today we're going to be going over how to convert our MBR bootloader to a GPT, right? So master boot record to GNU partition table like we discussed in the previous video. Very important, before we do anything, number one, we want to have a USB flash drive on hand with Windows installed. If you do not have that, pause the video, go do that, make sure you have that. For if for whatever reason something goes wrong, right? We want to be able to recover Windows. The second thing is to back up all of your data, whether it be Google Drive, on an external drive, whatever. So again, if something were to happen, we want to make sure we have a backup of all of our data, right? If you have your games and other files installed on another internal drive apart from your C drive, I wouldn't worry about it. It's more so if you have all of your eggs in one basket on the C drive, right? If you're like, oh, server, how do I know if I have a C drive? Well, you click this button here. First of all, every computer has a C drive, but you click this button here, click this PC, and then it'll say Windows C. If for whatever reason you have like Windows D here, well, that means you have another internal drive, and likely all of your other games are on there. However, better to be safe than sorry. Go ahead and just back up your clips and things of that nature, documents, pictures, all that. All right, great. Once we have that, what we are going to do is go over the steps to take to convert from MBR to GNU partition table. So we're going to type in, remember how I said MBR to GPT.exe. If we hit enter, it says converts a disk from MBR to GPT partitioning, right? Okay, great. So how do I do this without actually doing the conversion? Glad you asked. There's something called /validate, which we can do MBR to gpt.exe/validate, and we can see validate pipe convert /disk. It's almost always going to be disk 0, but one thing you can do, if you remember from the previous video about disk part, we can run disk part again. And once we run disk part, we can type in list disk, and that will tell us what disk we have, which is disk 0. All right, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do allow full OS and hit enter. Now, if you are already on GPT, you're probably going to see disk layout failed for disk 0. If you are not on GPT, it's going to say attempting to convert yada yada yada, and it will let you know if it can be successfully converted. If for whatever reason it can't, well, you have two options. Option A, you disable that legacy mode like I was telling you about. You install secure boot, or sorry, you enable secure boot like was in part 1 of the video, right? And then you reinstall Windows. Basically, do a clean install, wipe all the partitions, and then you're good to go. That will automatically force GPT, and then you're done, right? Um, if you want, you can also specify a logs directory. We don't really care about that because it's going to tell us if it converts or not. All right, that is pretty much it. That's how we're going to validate. Oh, but wait, server, how do I convert it? Oh, well, glad you asked. It's literally the same thing. So we just do mbr to gpt.exe/convert and then enter. Now, of course, as I said before, if you have GPT enabled on the disk already, see it, look here. The disk can only be booted in GPT mode. So what does this mean? So when you convert your GNU partition table, like from MBR, and you try to boot off of a legacy boot method, such as MBR, right, or not secure boot, it will not boot. So you have to go back into your BIOS, make sure that secure boot is enabled, and then try to boot, right? So hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, you're welcome to join our Discord or make a ticket. All right. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day.